you think we're alone? Let's see what people say. Y'all, it's a very big universe. It's a lot of life. And for anyone to think that we are totally alone, that's crazy. Somebody say hi. What's going on, man? What's going on? Do you think we are alone? This is the question I want to ask the audience. Type, comment, let me know. Are we alone? Yes or no? Give me some detailed answers. Okay, somebody said, I studied microbiology. There's also many things we can't see. You you know what, 13? You are absolutely right. 100%. See, I don't know what's going to happen. So therefore, I don't want to add fear or anything. I don't know what's going to happen. The future is constantly changing and evolving. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do believe sooner or later we will run into a older species. And if they're older, they're probably more wise, more advanced, obviously, because they have more life experience, right? I don't think they are, okay, I don't think some of these beings are coming from, you know, I think that some of them are already here and they're so advanced that they could walk among us and we would not detect it. Um, see, I don't know. I've heard some things, and I won't say too much, but I heard some things. I interviewed some people, and I'm trying to tell y'all we aren't alone. Matter of fact, we've never been alone, ever. Um, yeah. All right. What are people saying? Yeah, Mandy, you're right. She said some have been here for a very long, long time. You are so right. We are actually a very new species. They are older ones, way older than us, way older than us. We're fairly young. I don't know. Like, I don't know if people are ready for this information. I think that it's going to destroy a lot of paradigms. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I know people do not like their beliefs played with. They will fight to hold on to a belief. Even if evidence is shown to them, they will fight to hold on to a belief. And I understand it. I don't knock it. I just don't know if the psyche of man is ready to meet other life forms, different colors, different sizes, different shapes. Hell, I don't know if I'm ready to meet them. But we're going to get through this together. Um, All right. What are people saying? UFOs. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because this intelligence officer just gave a full interview stating we have crafts that are not of human origin. And it said that he was given permission. So I'm like, is this like disclosure? And nobody's talking about it? Like this should be, I don't know, this should be talked about everywhere. Like, this information will change every aspect of life on Earth. Technology will change overnight. Um, Culture will change overnight. Religion will change overnight. I'm going to sit back and I want to see how this unfolds. Because I have family members, right? And I tell my family, I say, we're not alone. Like, we're not the only beings God created. Like, there's other life forms. And I don't think people can really wrap their heads around it because it sounds so far fetched, right? But it's really not. It's really, really not. Um, we are just a species in God's vast universe. And actually, to be honest with you, everybody's really connected. Even with the ET brothers and sisters, everybody's connected. Like, we're all just one being having different experiences. Everything's God, right? Technically speaking. I'm interested to see how the human psyche will handle this revelation. I don't know if you all have heard or seen it, but this Las Vegas family had some type of crash or landing in their yard, and like two beings stepped out. One was 8 feet tall, one was 6 feet tall, and they said these beings that landed in their backyard um, were not human. They were not human. I said, "Wow, this is really happening. This is really, really happening." It's like they are slowly revealing themselves, and people are slowly getting acclimated to the idea. Okay, maybe we're not alone. Maybe we're not the only species in the cosmos, right? Let's see what people say. The 94 African school incident makes me believe. Yeah, that was interesting. It was like 200 kids saw this craft land. Okay, I never told y'all why I'm interested in this subject. Okay, when I was about 9 years old, I wasn't quite 10. Something woke me up. Had my own room. I woke up and I kid you not, a it, it was like a red glowing frisbee phased through my wall, and it was emanating fear, like it was coming off of it. And I've never felt anything like it. I was like, wow. It wasn't like a positive, oh, it's positive. It was fear. And it felt as if it was coming off of it. Now, I don't know what the reason that is. I have no idea. Um, but when I came to, I was standing up. I was standing up, facing the wall. And I was like, that's weird. And I got in bed. But then I started doing research when I got older. And I found out that these, some of these species are so advanced. They have technology that seems like magic. And they can phase through walls. They can shrink their ships down so it looks as if it's small, but since they mastered vacuum technology, it's actually grand inside. It's huge. Don't ask me how that works. And I was thinking to myself, hold on, did I? No, 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 no. And I've never shared that story with anyone but my wife. But that's a true story. Like, what is going on? So, from that day, I said, okay, I got to figure out what's going on. And I've been a student ever since. I mean, I read everything I get my hands on the subject because I just have this inkling. I don't know. Call me crazy. That we're not alone. We just aren't. Um, yeah, I don't want to change other people's beliefs. I want you to have your own experiences. And don't be swayed by what I say. Have your own experiences. So I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm telling you what I believe. Um, but I also know we're in two different realities. No one is experiencing the same reality. Now, you may have glimpses of someone else's bubble or reality, but you don't quite know what it's like. Everyone is creating their own separate reality. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around that concept because it's like, wait, what? But it resonates, right? It resonates deeply. Um, it's like we're like the star in our own movie, each one of us. And it's crazy because we have roles in each other's lives. Like my role in your life is probably, like he helps me understand, whatever, um, or like a motivation. Like we all play different roles in each other's life. So I'm grateful that you allow me into your bubble so I have a role in your starring movie because that's what it is. That's all it is. And you all play a part in my role. Man, it's all type of stuff, man. We doing all type of stuff. Uh, like I wonder what role I have in other people's lives. Sometimes I sit and think, and I'm like, I wonder, like, I don't know, like, I wonder who has heard my messages and if it has helped them. Has it aided your life? Had it made your life better? And I wonder, man, sometimes I sit and I think, man, like, I'm a thinker. My mother always called me a thinker. And I sit and I just ponder. I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm on the internet and I'm talking to strangers, but you're not strangers because you know me. But I know of you. and you're in the comfort of your home, and I'm in the comfort of my home, and we're having a conversation. What is going on? Like, this is one of the aspects that I love regarding life. Like, life is sexy. Like, you never know what's going to happen next. It's like a roller coaster ride of emotion, and everything is perfectly orchestrated. Even the dark times, or the times you are unsure or you don't know what's going on, is orchestrated. And it's ultimately making you a better you, a stronger you, a more efficient you. Don't run from challenges. Embrace them head on. Head on. See, I found out that the destination is great, but you're really here for the journey. The journey is really the prize because it grows you up. It forces you to develop certain skills. So now you are even more valuable than you were before. It is my intention to serve the world. Um, if I could post every day, I would, but I don't want to oversaturate. But it feels like I have a message and I want to get it out. And the message is, you create your reality. I don't think you do. I know you create your reality. And I'm here to kind of assist you on your journey, because life is sometimes, not all the time, is sometimes challenging. I myself face challenges. Now, challenges are unavoidable, but boy, when you change the way you look at them. So, okay, I look at challenges as a gift. Anytime something goes wrong or appears to go wrong, I have trained myself to label that as a gift. To label that as, you know what, something good's going to come out of this. And y'all, all the years of my life, since I've been practicing this, all the years of my life, every time something has happened that seemed negative, it has always worked out for my benefit. Maybe not right away, but boy, it's coming. Everything works out, y'all. Listen, listen, listen. Everything works out. Everything always works out. You got to get out your own way. You have to stop trying to force things to happen and sometimes go with the flow of the universe, even when it's scary and uncertain, because it usually is. Like, no one, listen, I don't care who you are, no one knows the universe's next move. It is vastly mysterious. So, therefore, you do what you can do and let Source do the rest. But you got to trust. And you got to say, how about this? I just did everything in my power, bro. I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I'm going to go with the flow and relax and allow. And I'm going to hold to my vision, but I'm also going to relax on how things unfold. See, you don't have to know how you're going to manifest something. And that's something that most of us have to work on, because you want to control, right? I'm telling you, you have to give control to all that is. to the divine mind that knows all things, the all, the is, the ain't, everything you could think of. Give it to infinite intelligence. See, these are the brilliant names I love to call source, God, all that is. I love it. I love it. I love it. Also, do you know, which is absolutely, it's mind blowing when you think about it. God, right? God. Do you know you can have one-on-one conversations with this source in your mind, and the conversation, the response is almost instantaneous. Soon as you think the thought, it is instantly answered. That way, you know it's not you. You know it's not you. And I'm talking about crystal clear answers now. It took me a while to get to that point because you're like, okay, you're trying to decipher the voice of God. See, I believe that God is experiencing life through your eyes. That's the whole point of life. You know, many religions teach that you're here to worship God. Your very breath worships God. Every time you blink your eyes, you worship God. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. God is experiencing your life through your personality, through your eyes. That's why you're here. This is why we all have a unique vibrational frequency or signature, because we're all different aspects of the one. Now, when I say God, people often think of religious terms. I'm not thinking of religious terms, but if, yeah, I say God because I'm comfortable with the word. We can say source, all that is. Names really don't matter. You know, only humans argue about names as if like it plays a part. Listen to me. You are a piece of all that is. Your soul cannot die. It was never born. You have always been with the Creator. Your soul is the sliver of God that you are. And it's so simple because your soul is made out of love. The energy, the frequency of love heals, blesses, comforts, protects, shields. You'll often hear many religious books say God is love. And boy, they are right. Man, after reading about 2,000, 3,000 near-death experiences, let me tell you something. It's a common trend. And some people are Muslims, some people are Christians, some people have different faiths. Let me tell you something. They all say the same thing. Everything is one thing. We're all just different aspects of God. The reason why you can create your reality is because you are a piece of God. Of course. Of course. This isn't blasphemy. You know, I was raised in a Pentecostal church, and man, it sounds like blasphemy, but sorry. It's the truth. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, you know? I come with the message of love, which is we are connected. We are connected. And we're here to learn how to love. You know, Earth is a melting pot. Different species, right? It's a melting pot. And throughout all our differences, we have to figure out how to love. We have to learn to be tolerant and forgiving for one another. And that's a hard pill for many to swallow because people want revenge. Revenge only destroys you at the end. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. You are the one that gets burned. Buddha said that. You gotta let it go. Yeah, things were messed up in the past. You're right. We gotta forgive and let it go. If you hold on to that, it will slowly destroy you. I know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, Jessica. You are absolutely right, Jessica. Man, I don't know what it is. It's like people don't, people really don't like their beliefs played with, man. So here's how I look at my beliefs. They're very flexible because I understand I don't know everything. And certain things are subject to change. Change is constant. So this is how I view my beliefs. Now, other people may be a little bit more rigid, and I won't judge. It is what it is. Yeah. Let's see. Best thing is learn when to remove yourself from a situation, honestly. What about the low vibrational beings? So listen, one thing we have to realize is good and evil both exist. Okay? It is what it is. There's low vibrational frequency and there's high vibrational frequency. Low vibrational frequency is often described as fear and all other subtitles that's connected to fear, which is a lot. High vibrational is love with different subsections of love, right? We have to learn how to overcome darkness. And it's almost like the art of fighting without fighting. Very similar to, like a Bruce Lee movie, right? The art of fighting without fighting. It's like this. When you put on the vibration of love, that acts as a shield. And that's like a shield because low vibrational entities or whatever cannot stand that high vibration. They are out of resonance, right? I was reading this book on astral projection, right? And she was talking about putting shields around you. And she said the very best shield is love. When you vibrate high, the low entities can't even touch you. They can't even reach you. Now, yeah, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me see something. So, yeah, so for one to exist, it has to have its opposite. So the universe will always have evil. That's kind of like the way it goes. Um, but your job isn't to hate the evil. Also, not to pay attention to the evil because it grows. Your attention is energy, is raw, concentrated energy. Your attention literally creates worlds, right? It creates worlds, man. So when you focus on evil, when you talk about evil, when you talk about da 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 da, you create more of it. You see more examples of it because That's the energy you've been broadcasting with your words. Words are spells, man. Words are spells. Like you can bring things to you, or you can destroy things, or you can make things grow. For example, I have a peach tree, and man, I've been talking to that peach tree, and right now that peach tree is blooming beautifully. No fertilizer. It's blooming beautifully. Your words can make things grow, or your words can destroy things. This is why you gotta watch what you say to your babies. You gotta watch what you say to your kids, man. Because man, words can have a lifetime impact on the psyche of a little child. This is why I tell my children, you're brilliant. You're magnificent. You could do anything. Man, you can do anything. I am feeding them life giving affirmations that are sticking to the subconscious. Because I know as a parent, I'm shaping their subconscious. I'm shaping their subconscious. They're watching what I do. They're listening. Even when you think they're not listening, they're listening. How what y'all saying? So, like, I don't know about y'all, but actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. New me. Somebody said, "Do you think disclosure will happen in our lifetime?" New me. I think so, man. I really, really do. I really, really do. I think that something's going to happen, and it's almost going to force the hand. I listen. I don't know. I think that we will be told. I don't know if it's this year. I don't know if it's next year, but I think it's coming soon. All right. See, okay, so this is my personal opinion, okay? My personal opinion. I think affirmations are the most efficient tool you can use in creating your reality. This is why I created the Affirmation Club. You can become a member here on YouTube. And so I want to do topics that I didn't do for the public. Like I want to do, yeah, like certain things, like improve eyesight, um, become more attractive. Listen to me, like listen, I am a believer in affirmations because it changed my life. So nobody can ever tell me, oh, bro, affirmations don't work. Man, if affirmations haven't worked for you, you haven't worked affirmations. See, thing is, I don't say things once or twice or 5 times. I literally say my affirmations hundreds of times. Not a day, but over a period of times, I say it over and over because I know words are tiny packets of energy. And it's like the more you use these words mixed with intention and feeling, the more you start to believe in what you're saying. See, you don't have to believe affirmation. People say, oh, well, the thing is, you don't believe affirmation. Listen, if you say anything long enough, sooner or later, you have no choice but to believe it. I don't care what it is. Okay? If you say it over and over and over and over and over again, the subconscious mind unlocks the gate. And then when you start having a small inkling that it's possible, small inkling. You notice certain things start showing up in your reality that's matching what you want. I'm telling y'all, this stuff is real. Oh, I'm just so, listen. I'm excited to teach this because you can't lose. The reason why I'm so confident in doing this is because I know you can't lose. So therefore, it's like, it's like shooting 100% from the line. I can't miss. If you teach God's universal laws, you can't miss. All you got to do is be patient because things don't happen when you want them to. Things happen when they should happen. Timing is everything. Now, listen, this is coming from somebody that I've been working on my patience level, y'all. Like, I am a high energy person and I do a lot of things at once and I like results fast. That's how I do it. Yeah, I mean, like, that's me. So when I tell you, you got to be patient, you just got to believe me because God works in divine timing. It's perfect timing. Everything's perfect. Not a moment before, not a moment after. I remember my one of my best friends, Cedric Donaldson. You know, actually, if you are in Central Florida, look up Cedric Donaldson Law. He has his own law firm. I remember when Ced wanted kids, and him and his wife was married for like 3, 4 years, and they tried everything, and it just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. And we was talking. I was like, bro, you know, it's like sometimes God moves in God's own timing and way. I mean, if something's meant to happen, that is for your highest good, and you want it, it will happen. Said to him, he was like, man, I want to have a baby girl. I want to have 3 boys like you. That's what he told me. I'm like, all right, well, you see it, bro. 4 years later, still nothing, y'all. And all of a sudden, randomly, no medications, nothing, his wife found out she was pregnant. And now they have 4. Now they have more than me. Said has his 3 boys and his girl, just like he wanted, but he waited patiently. Everything's coming. Listen, everything's coming. Okay? When you plant the seed, you have to kind of have this blind faith that you'll be guided towards getting what you want because action is usually required, obviously, right? You got to have this gullible faith. Like for me, I have this gullible faith that I'm a billionaire. And anytime this doubtful voice comes up, oh, it's not da. Shut up. Be quiet. And I proceed to think about what I want because I believe I can do it. I know I can do it. So I live in the now. I am a billionaire. I am a billionaire. See, thing is, I'm bold enough to say this publicly because I know it's going to happen. Yeah. Oh, wow. Blind Faith, thank you so much. Wow. $50. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, like I know, like things take time. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how long it takes. It's going to happen. See, I won't put a deadline on when God should move because the universe knows Knows all. Like it knows the probable futures, and it knows, yeah, I mean, this force regulates your nervous system without you doing anything. This force keeps your heart beating even when you're not thinking about it. This force has never failed at anything. You got to trust it. You got to trust it. Um, I told y'all, when I wanted to become a millionaire, I started calling myself that. I would tell family that. Some would laugh in my face. Some would kind of be like, oh, okay, Justin, okay. Man, listen, I mean what I say. I mean what I say. Bro, what I gotta do, bro? I just want to teach y'all the best way I can. What, hey, like, what do I have to do to convince the masses that they're creating their reality? I will spend my entire life. Listen, even when I'm a billionaire, I'm going to spend my entire life reminding y'all of who you are, what you can do. It's time for the light to take back this planet. See, yeah. Light and dark both have to coexist together, right? But there are different percentages, right? I believe there's going to come a time where there will be 90% light and 10% darkness. Right now, it seems as if the darkness is prevailing because they got the money, okay? But light always wins at the end. You know that. You know that. We all know that. Wow, wow. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. $100, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Really, I do. Wow. It's the same person. Man, I appreciate y'all. But yeah, you know what? That's all I wanted to say tonight. I rambled enough. I love you all. Um, Sign up for the affirmation club if you haven't already. It's only $3 a month. But boy, I'm telling you, affirmations work. It's gonna pay for itself. You know that. Listen, be kind to one another. Be tolerant to one another. Um, be careful judging, because sometimes when you judge, you can bring that energy back on you. Um, yeah, like sometimes judging can have a boomerang effect. What you put out usually comes back. So just put out love and forgive. And if people live a lifestyle that you don't like approve of, just mind your business and keep it moving. Listen, the best policy for life is so simple. It is live and let live. Mind your business. I love y'all. Good night.